I spent a little time on that and came to the conclusion that it's been a secret for as long as I've been in business, and that is my artistic style. For 3 years, I was concertmaster at the All New England Orchestra and played at the Bushnell. And I still have goosebumps talking about the story. And when I go to see a Broadway play at the Bushnell, I see myself sitting in that pit in the very seat, 46 years later, that I played in then. And as I might have explained to you earlier, John, my folks said, get a job. I joined the Navy. Sailor does something to your likability for music, sends you off in different directions. And when I came back, my mom said, get a job, and I did, so I gave up that career. But every Christmas I will play Silent Night and Ave Maria for the family, and as the snow's coming outside. And from time to time I will urge my grandchildren, of which I have 3, to pick up an instrument. There's a musical inclination there in the year. One is starting the violin, the other gave up the tuba, of all things, because she liked the band in junior high school, and the third had no interest whatsoever. So I don't think the world knows that at all about me. So I'm opening up for the first time, and I'm proud of it. I get the goosebumps thinking about what I cited when I go to the Bushnell, still to this day. So. I believe delegating because I recognize clearly my shortcomings. I know what I'm good at, and I think it's important for any manager, owner, principal, to also at the same time know what they're weak at, and begin to overcome that by surrounding yourself with better people. And I learned a long time ago from an old friend who gave me the 3 Ds in business management that I might have mentioned earlier. And those are decide you're going to delegate, and thirdly, disappear. If you don't follow through with the third, the first 2 don't matter. And I think I've lived by that. I heard a little discourse earlier when we had a kind of a review for this little session we're having today. And I think there was a general consensus that I disappear for the most part. Not enough, but for the most part. I bring it down to a very simple, but it's, I think, an important characteristic of the way people do business, and that is never be late. In life, you have to show respect for the importance of other people in your presence, whether it's a meeting like today, and it was a great pleasure meeting you, John. It's just so valuable to me to be sure that people appreciate that your visit here today is important to me, and I'm never going to be late for a situation like this. And I throw it back at you, and I think it's a form of respect. And that's part of relationship building. You have that mutual respect for people. Don't ever be late. I had a desire, and I can't explain why, to be a forest ranger. I didn't even tell you that earlier. I love the outdoors. I like fishing. I just love, I don't necessarily spend a lot of time outdoors, but I have this desire. And to this day, when I see tours taking place at the Grand Canyon, I almost wish I was there being a guide. I still have that innate desire. I didn't follow through on it, obviously. I'm not sure I missed it, missed an opportunity. I think it's a very tranquil life. I think it's a very solitude life. And I'm too social, so I'm glad I chose to get away from that. I'm too sociable, I should say. I believe that empowering people to let them do what they're best at is a reward to me. It's a reward to them. It gives them freedom to express themselves. And might explain why a lot of our team here has been here as long as they have, 20 and 25 years. They've had an ability to show what they're good at and be applauded and be recognized. And by the way, this also suggests that part of our world should have fun, and I think they enjoy that part too.